Hey man, what the do y'all know about sports?
You are now listening to the Best Damn Sports Podcast. Period. Welcome back, everyone, to the What Do Women Know About Sports Podcast. I am Brittany Nicole.
And I'm Vicki D.
What's up, Victoria?
What's going on?
It's been, 2 weeks?
Oh, my God.
I missed it.
Feel like I haven't been here for a minute.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Listen, life happens.
Life just kicked us in that.
Listen, life has been kicking our butts, man. But we here, though.
Yeah.
What's been going on?
We be back, you know.
I mean, I faced the storm last week with the snow. Because I was stuck at work.
Oh, that's right.
I wasn't stuck, but, I just feel like I work in a university, so, if y'all see snow, we got students, we should be out of here early.
Oh, yeah. Didn't close for you, huh?
We was doing it till 4 o'clock.
You know, Webster did close, you know.
That's
I was like, no.
And that's what I'm saying. If Webster closes, Webster never closes. So if they're closing, it's a problem. Why aren't we closing? I was really upset. I mean, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, trying to get home, but it wasn't the best leaving at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Well,
but we're here, and we got a whole lot of
good
fun
stuff.
Good fun
stuff.
So much has been going on.
So much has happened in these past 2 weeks.
Right?
First, let's talk about our favorite football player. Well, the favorite one at the moment. Well, he's not everybody's favorite.
Well, you know.
He isn't Stephen A. Smith's favorite at the current moment. Let's just say that. So, Colin Kaepernick, he did have a workout over this past weekend with it was with 11 NFL teams. So originally all 32 teams were supposed to be there for his workout because teams are starting to come around now to to give him back a job. One, I'm happy about that. Two, it's long overdue.
Oh, for sure. 3 years. So
3 years. That's a long time to be blackballed. Like just from a game you love to play, just because of your stance on political, or just because of your stance on how you feel about police brutality. That's ridiculous. So all 32 teams were supposed to go. It came out, I believe, the day or two before the workout that it was just going to be 11 teams. And so the workout was going to take place in Atlanta. And so I'm going to assume that because the workout was going to be, in Atlanta, it was going to be at the Falcons, dome or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so the 11 teams, who was supposed to be there were the Patriots, the Dolphins, the Browns, Lions, the Cardinals, Falcons, the Broncos, the Giants, the Jets, the Bucks, and the Redskins. All pretty good teams. Mm-hmm. All pretty good teams. I do know on the day of the workout, it may be an hour or two before. It could have been sooner or later. I do know that Cap, he did change the location for his own personal reasons. So originally with the workout being a private workout, put together by the NFL, they didn't want any media to be there and or reporters. Cap didn't want that. So that's why he changed the location, to allow media to be there.
Yeah, so the location was changed to the Charles Drew High School in Riverdale. Mm-hmm. So,
right. And so here's my stance on that. The media has been all in this man's business in these past 3 years, so why not allow them to be there for this workout so they can see if he's football ready themselves as well. Mm-hmm. I mean, the media has been in the forefront of him being blackballed. So why not allow them to be there in this pivotal moment as well?
Right. So, and he moved it to allow the media. So he wanted to be transparent and open.
Yeah.
So
I'm fine with that. I don't have a problem with that. And I don't, because of the fact that in these 3 years of him being blackballed, the media have had a lot to say.
Right. Pretty much they're saying that he's doing this for attention, and
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think he wants to work. I think he's always wanted to work. I think even when things first hit the fan with him and him kneeling, I think he wanted to still play. But because of his stance on certain things, they took that option away from him. They didn't like his stance, so they made him suffer for it, which I feel is trash because we all have our own personal opinions about situations. Mm-hmm. So I'm not against him moving it, for the reason to allow the media, because the media is always in the forefront of everybody's business anyway. So allow them to be there as well.
Right. So I don't know. So, have you seen his workout?
I did.
You did.
I did.
What did you think?
I mean, he's a quarterback, so it's not really a lot that like quarterbacks do. As long as they stay in their pocket and like that they get the ball thrown or throw to whoever before they get sacked. I guess there's listen. Football is not my thing, people. Football really isn't like my forte, but I know like certain phrases. So as long as he stay in his pocket, I do know that like some of his catches were like good.
He looked good.
He looked in shape. And he was
well. He has been working out, obviously.
Yeah, and he was just saying that I'm ready to play. Like he was like, he told scouts like after the fact, like doing like his little media session after the workout. He told like different like scouting people for teams. Like he was like, tell your coaches don't be scared because like
right.
I'm ready.
No running. He said
I've been ready.
Right.
I'm here.
So Jerry Jones, the owner of the Cowgirls.
You mean the Cowboys?
No, I meant what I said.
Okay, the Dallas Cowgirls. Okay,
the Cowgirls, right?
Okay.
So Jerry Jones, he believed that Colin Kaepernick. He thought that the whole workout was a circus.
Okay, that's his opinion. It's
right.
Trash, but okay.
Right. So that's what he thought.
But here's the thing, and here's why people need to like they need to think before they speak, because like. If I remember correctly, when Cap was still playing, you took a knee with your players one day on the field.
Who are you referring to?
Jerry Jones.
Oh, okay.
He was out there on the field. So now this workout like for this man is a circus. I mean, but Jerry Jones is trash anyway, so I can't really like I don't take what he say to heart. I take it, I toss it around, throw it into a garbage can. But I mean, that's his opinion. He's allowed to have that. We
yeah.
Move
So
on.
he said he's well, this is back in 2017, but he pretty much said that he wasn't interested in him being a quarterback for the team.
Okay, whatever.
There are several teams who need him bad.
Yeah.
And looks like by the looks of it, they're one of them. Cause
listen, people always talking out there, but that's what they do.
So a lot of, you got First Take, you got all these podcasts, you got all these radio shows, they got a lot to say about what's going on with Colin Kaepernick. And one loud noticeable one, Stephen A. Smith.
Oh my God, he's so loud. Like he made a video that night. It was like a 7 or 8 minute video of him just going off saying that he feels like Cap doesn't want to play Cap, like, and that Cap wants to be a martyr, like he feels like he's doing this all for a show. He isn't serious about wanting to be in this league. I feel like Stephen A. Smith just likes to hear himself talk.
Pretty much. You just laugh for no reason.
You just laugh for no reason, like, and Stephen A. Smith is like I love First Take. But some of the stuff he says you don't always agree with because like he likes I think he feels that if just because he's loud, his point of view is going to be correct, and it's that doesn't just because you're loud, you can still be loud and wrong.
Right. Well, a former NFL player, Tiki Barber, who some of you might know, used to play for the Giants. So he had a little bit to say about him as well. So he said, quote, "I commend Kaepernick for what he's done past couple of years, but God, he is unlikable, and that's frustrating to me because he has so much talent." Since when have you been likable, Tiki? I'm just saying, Mr. I cheated on my wife when she was 8 months pregnant and wed my intern 8 days later.
Wait a minute.
like how are you? You're not likable either. Like, what?
That is definitely not likable.
Plus, anyway, that has nothing to do with his talents.
Right.
Him not being likable, according to you.
Listen, players don't have to be likable if they're good at their job.
Exactly.
As long as you do your job well and you execute and your team gets a win and you've done your part, I don't care if I hate you. Like for an example, Patrick Beverly is not likable, but he does his job well.
Well, according to Westbrook, he's not really. He's not really
But like
doing his job.
But you get my point though.
I get your point.
In most people's eyes, especially fans or even players on the court, Patrick Beverley is not likable on the court, but he does his job.
He does what he has to do, but you know.
So Cap doesn't have to be likable like for him to do his job well. But furthermore, Cap is very likable. I don't have a problem with him.
I mean, of course you got.
I don't know the man, but just from on the outside looking in and just seeing what he's been through these past 3 years, I would think he's likable.
I mean, it's a lot of people that stand for him, obviously. So they still want to see him in the league.
I want to see him get a win.
But some people feel indifferent because he did settle. So it's like.
I mean, but this is a game that he loves. So, like, you want to give all of that up just because of... And I'm not saying, like, give up what you believe in either. Definitely. But so,
like, if he does get in, like, is he still going to kneel? Like...
We have no idea.
Is it in the waiver? Like,
is it in, like, your contract
right.
that, like, you can't kneel? And if it is, I feel like that's trash. Because, like, you can't make me stand for the national anthem. You cannot make me stand.
So is this going to make people who are fans of Colin Kaepernick watch the NFL again? Like,
here's the thing. I think a lot of people still watch football.
They secretly do and don't want to say it.
Yeah, they secretly still watch football. You're not going to tell me that a whole population of people just stopped watching football just because, like, Cap was blackballed. Now, I think that would have been great if they did because then, like, ratings would have dropped. That they would have knew, like, oh, this is serious. But I don't think people really stopped watching football. I don't. You're not going to tell me that they... No, they lied.
They definitely watching it.
Like, if you're going to cancel something, take it to Black Twitter. They cancel everything. And when we cancel things, it's business. It's serious. Because I'm canceling Kanye.
That's a whole nother.
I'm just saying. So, yeah, I'm hoping that the workout works in Cap's favor. I want to see him on the field probably next season. So, hopefully a team does pick him up. So hopefully those 11 teams like who were allowed to be there, like their scouting people, I hope they take back to their like GMs and coaches and just say like, hey, like he in shape, he ready. I think we should give him a try. Like I'm all for that.
I mean, why not?
I mean, yeah, I'm all for that.
Well, speaking of giving second chances,
whoop whoop.
Great segue. Carmelo is back,
Melo,
baby.
Melo,
hey.
Melo. Listen, I'm really excited about this.
I am too.
I'm really excited about this.
He was one of the players that I wanted him to get a ring. He already got 2 gold medals. That's cool.
I thought he got
he got 2.
Yeah,
08 and 2012. But it's nothing like winning that NBA championship.
Right.
So so listen, he has not played in like a year. Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to give a shout out to the Trailblazers for actually giving him a chance.
Let's clap it up.
Man, we need a clapping. Yeah, we need.
Good job, Nathan. Good job, Nate.
Yes. So shout out to the Trailblazers for actually giving Carmelo a chance.
So it's a 6-game contract.
Is it? Okay.
So I think it's
non-guaranteed.
Yeah. It's a non-guaranteed contract, and so he's going to be joining the Trailblazers on a 6-game road trip.
Okay.
It's a start.
Yes.
Even though it's non-guaranteed, it is a start, and I am happy for I'm happy for him.
Yes. So he did contemplate retirement because he hasn't played in a year. So what is he going to do?
And teams was acting like we don't need Melo. Like some of y'all need Melo. Some of y'all need
Melo. Like the Trailblazers, because man, it record is 4-10 now after that loss. But in that game, I did watch him play.
Than the Warriors because they 3-13.
Oh my god!
But anyway, back to Melo. Back to Melo.
Okay. So I did watch him play his debut. I did watch him play. He did play 23 minutes. 14 shooting. He had 10 points.
That's pretty solid.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool for your first game back, after a year of not playing.
Exactly. We're not expecting Melo to just come and save the team because we got Dame Lillard is out with a back spasm. We got Pau Gasol who is injured, but
they let him go.
He did get waived. he's not coming back because his injury is taking a minute to. His foot is taking a minute to heal, so he's not coming back. But there is a guarantee, like he may have a coaching job with the Trailblazers.
Who, Paul Gasol?
Paul Gasol, yes.
So let's take a small leap, then let's talk about Paul. I saw a meme today on like a Lakers like fan page where it said that with him being away from the Trailblazers, that the Lakers are thinking about signing him to a 1-day contract so he can retire as a Laker.
Oh, that would be nice.
Because
he did win
like
2 championships with him.
And so like that's what it said, and that he is gonna retire, and his jersey is gonna be lifted into the rafters. So cool. I think if the Lakers do that for him, like I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, he had a pretty solid career. So.
So if they sign him to like that 1-day contract, that'd be so amazing.
Man,
I'd be here for that.
But yeah, back to Carmelo. So like watching him, like you could tell he was still in shape, but I don't think he was like game shape. Like you know what I'm saying? Like right.
I think it takes a minute.
Yeah.
So, but I feel like 10 points, like 4-14 shooting, that isn't bad. 23 minutes.
Yeah.
That isn't bad. It's not the Melo we knew, but like it's not gonna be like
he can give him like 15, 16 points a night. He can do that.
Yeah.
For him.
Yeah. And so his first game, it's not going to be that, but it's a start.
Right.
So
he's happy. Like he says he feels great when he was out there. Mm-hmm. Just he's pretty much getting used to like the team and how they want him to play, like the plays and all that.
Right.
So getting used to the guys on the team, and he like you could tell how excited he was. Like I was watching like press, like you could tell how excited he was to be out there just to play. So
a couple of NBA stars were excited too. Yeah. So I'm going to read you guys a few of them. So everybody's favorite, LeBron James, he was like, so damn happy my brother Carmelo. Oh, I'm so damn happy for my brother Carmelo Anthony. Just saw him warming up for the game on the TV, and it made me smile. And then he said, back at it, champ. Good luck. Mm-hmm. Dwayne Wade just said, Melo. And then you have people like Donovan Mitchell who was like, welcome back. Like, it's like, listen, they want to see Melo play.
They do.
So so hopefully this 6-game road trip for him, it works in his favor, and they extend his contract a little longer because I do want to see. I hope he finishes out at least this season.
Yeah, so he's grateful. He's grateful for like Portland for even giving him this chance. So he's just gonna like make the best of it. So
I'm excited for Melo. I think this is a big thing.
Right.
Yeah. So I hope they extend the contract because like clearly the league loves him. Like players love him. They want to see him play. So I'm here for this. Like I was like when I got when I saw it pop up, I was like a 6-game contract. It's not guaranteed, but he coming back. I was like, bet. Yes, let's do this because like I've been wanting the team to pick him up since the Rockies let him go. Right. So this is
it was like this time last year. Yeah. When they let him go.
So I'm excited for this. Mm-hmm. I'm really excited for this. So basketball has been in heavy rotation. It's been heavy.
Man, there's some interesting like teams that you would not think would be great, and then you got some teams that you thought would be great and they're not. Warriors.
This is their off season. They have a lot of injuries. I don't know what they're going. I don't know what's going on in the arena at the Chase Arena. They miss Oracle real bad because, baby, listen, they got a lot of injuries. I don't know what's going on with them, but Steph keep talking about something. He hopes to return back in April. Steph, listen,
no,
if you don't sit out and come back if you don't sit out and come back next fall, we don't want to see you, sir. We don't want to see you. We don't want to see you until next fall. Like, why?
He just want to help his team. Like,
and I get it. Steph is a player who wants to be on the court. Like, I feel like any player who is ever injured, I think it weighs on them because if they want to be on the court contributing.
Like with the Kevin Durant situation. Yeah. He wanted to go out there and help his teammates, but look what happened. Like,
right. Steph,
sit down, okay?
Just cool out.
It's okay. Y'all don't have to win every season, okay?
Yeah.
We know the dynasty is over, but y'all ain't got to win every season.
Like, this is not your year. We know. Just relax because, like, next fall or, like, next season, like, you'll be back. Clay will be back.
Yes. Hopefully, yes.
They might get, like, number 1 pick. Like, you never, like, Just
y'all
relax.
being at the bottom, yeah.
Just relax. Like, you can chill out this season. We don't want to see you. But then it's teams like the Dallas Mavericks. Out here balling.
Man.
Luka
One
Doncic.
particular player, Luka.
Luka Doncic.
Luka, 20-year-old Slovenia.
Slovenian.
So yeah.
Slovenian. Slovenia.
Right.
But listen,
y'all know what I'm saying.
He's been balling.
Man, we had a triple-double in the first 25 minutes.
Yeah.
That's a record, like, for the youngest player to ever do that.
Luka had a 35-point triple-double in 3 quarters, and the Mavs beat the Warriors by 48 points.
Yeah, I saw the score last night. That was tragic.
Tragic. Woo. But Luka is out here balling.
He is MVP running. Him and LeBron, I feel like, are, like, neck and neck for, like, MVP.
Yeah, I feel so. They are neck and neck. It's still early in the season, but that's a good.
I don't know the way Luka balling. Like, he may just end up winning because
they may just
he
be
ain't
like
even touching LeBron right now. Like, I mean, LeBron got what? He had a record like a triple double for playing like 30 teams or something like that.
So he has
triple double.
LeBron is the first player in history to get a triple double against all 30 teams. Yeah. So before him, the record was with Westbrook at 29 teams.
Ooh.
So LeBron has one against all 30 teams now.
Okay.
So he's the first person in history to get that. I mean, that's great. That's legendary. But Luka he's still balling. Luka is still balling out here.
He's not even 21. He's not even like.
Yeah.
Man.
So according to this little ESPN meme, it says in the last 20 seasons, players to outscore, out-rebound, and out-assist a team in just one quarter, it's just 2 players. In 2003, it's like Allen Iverson versus the Bulls. In 2019, it's Luka versus the Warriors. Just 2 players to ever out-rebound, outscore, and out-assist a team in a quarter. Who putting up numbers like this?
It ain't LeBron.
Like, I don't know, like, what... I don't know, like... I want to know, like, what his mind frame was, like, going to this season. Like, did he just say, like, listen, I'm coming into this season, I'm finna ball out. That's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah. So, shout out to my coworker, Jared. You know, he be watching us. So, shout out to you, Jared. So, he is a huge Dallas Maverick fan.
I've never been, but okay.
So, yeah. So... he has been saying all along, like, people have not believed him, but he's been saying all along that Luka Doncic will be, like, MVP, and he will pretty much, he feels like he will win championships for the Mavericks.
I'm not against that. Because, listen, the way he's been balling, he can take them all the way there. And basketball, it's still not a one-man show, but if your teammates can feed off of your energy, that works to y'all advantage. That works to y'all advantage. And he's doing great things for his team. And I'm here for it all. Because he's been out here balling, man. Like, just out here just balling under control. Just, it's been ridiculous. And speaking of, so Paul George made his debut.
Oh, yeah, he did.
And he been out here balling, too.
Yeah, they played against the Celtics.
They played against Boston last night. However, I did see a clip of that game, and St. Louis' very own Jason Tatum, he put him on the spinning wheels.
Send it to overtime, right?
No. So I saw, I think it did.
Yeah.
But I saw a clip where Tatum, listen, I mean, he put Paul George on skates a little bit there. Paul George was a little spinning around a little bit. He kind of shook him. Listen. He put him on. Listen, he was a little slippery on the court. It wasn't working in his favor at that moment. But I'm happy to see Paul George, him and Kawhi are gelling together. I still feel like
both of them came back, right?
Yeah,
right.
I still feel like they're putting a lot on it. Like I saw a quote that Paul George was like, "I requested a trade in 2017."
I saw it. It was San Antonio. Yeah,
sir. I feel like you lying at this point. I feel like you just lying.
Capping. How do young kids say you capping?
You capping just to say anything at this point. Like, who asked you this? Like, he was like,
It didn't come out of nowhere. I'm
came
like,
out
really?
of nowhere. I requested this trade in 2017 so I could play with
both
him
of them
then.
play in San Antonio, but it didn't happen.
Because in my mind, I thought at one point, like, your goal was to head to Los Angeles, like, for the Lakers, not the Clippers. But now you were trying to get to, like, but now, like, you were trying to get to, like, San Antonio. You lying. I just feel like you capping real hard, and it's not necessary. Like, you heard, you playing now, like, we don't care. Just play.
Like, y'all together.
Just shut up and play. This is how I feel right now. Like, you steady capping for no reason. But he has been balling out. The Clippers they've been showing out too. The Lakers have also been showing out.
They've been playing pretty good.
They have. The Lakers have also been showing out. The Rockets have been playing well. So here's my thing. So everybody knows, if you watch the Houston Rockets and you know, like, their style of play, their coach Mike D'Antoni does not play, or he does not run like defensive plays. They are a team who runs offense and
chucking up threes.
They want to outscore you, but they don't want to stop you at the other end. So I think, like, their method of playing is to always put up more points than you, but they have, like, no way of stopping you at the other end and you put up points. However, I have been noticing that this season that I think that D'Antoni has been letting, like, Westbrook play his game, and Westbrook plays defense. So I think that's been a great thing to see as well. Like, so I'm not sure if he's running, like, defensive plays, like, for Westbrook, or if he's trying to implement that into his own new coaching style, but I like it. So keep it up. Because basketball is a two-way sport. You cannot just run offense. You have to play defense.
Play both ends.
Both ends of the court is necessary. So you just running offensive plays only, that's the reason why y'all can never get over the hump. That's the reason.
Like, defense, what's the saying? Defense wins games. Like,
defense wins games, and so does free throws.
Y'all can have all the offense in the world. That's cool.
Listen, you can pass the ball all you want, toss it, flip, turn, all of that. But if you're not getting a stop or a rebound at the other end,
offensive rebounds,
shooting free throws, what you doing? What are you doing in your life? So, let's take this back to football in a sense. As you all know, there was an incident. I think it was
last Thursday. Thursday night football. TNF.
So the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers were playing. The Browns were kicking their ass. They won.
What?
They won by a lot.
It was 21-3, right? 23.
It was a big number. It was like a big deficit, like for the.
It was like 21-3 or 7. One of those.
Something happened towards the end of the game in the fourth quarter where Myles Garrett.
Dude, it was like 10 seconds left. Like,
stupid. Myles Garrett decides to get into a scuffle with, like, Mason Rudolph.
So pretty much it was like the last play. Mason Rudolph, he threw the ball. And dude caught it and ran, but there was no reason for Myles Garrett to tackle him. Like, there was no reason for that. It was the last play.
So in this scuffle, he took off so in this scuffle, Myles Garrett took off like Mason Rudolph's helmet. That automatically
first off, we gonna backtrack. We gonna backtrack. So Myles Garrett hit Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph, like, what the heck? So he goes to grab Myles Garrett's helmet. I don't know if it was to, like, get him off of him, but also Myles Garrett was like, he thought he kind of kicked him in the groin area.
I don't think so.
So I saw it. I don't think he did.
Right.
He probably just kicked him to get him off of him. Like, what are you doing?
Like, why are you tackling me?
Dude, it's like 10 seconds left. Why are you doing this?
It's 10 seconds left. You have already won.
Pretty much. Like
you just being extra right now. Like,
so Mason Rudolph goes to grab his helmet. He was unsuccessful. And so Myles Garrett is like, what the heck are you doing? So he goes to grab Mason Rudolph's helmet. Oh, he grabs it clean off.
He takes
his
it off.
His chin strap was still on, by the way.
He takes it off and swings it and hits.
No, wait. So he takes it off, and two of the Steelers go to grab him to move him out. Him. And so Mason Rudolph comes to him, and then that's when he starts to swing his helmet.
So not only have you taken off this man's helmet, you swung on this man with his helmet.
So he swung at him with the, thank God it was the like cushion part of the helmet, because if it was any other part,
that's a problem, especially because Mason Rudolph was just coming off of like a concussion injury.
Like, a couple of
so like if you would have injured him,
dude,
that's a
this
bigger
would have been
problem.
a whole nother conversation.
So a lot of people, including like Myles Garrett, his own teammates, his coaches, were like, it was unacceptable. I posted on our Instagram. I was like, I felt that whatever suspension like they were going to give him was not going to be enough, because like
to Myles Garrett.
Yeah, this was disgusting. So he is suspended indefinitely.
Maybe part of the next season too.
That's fine, because like this is trash, and this is not his first offense
I've heard
this season. So you're a problem anyway.
So people have been like saying like Mason Rudolph instigated the incident, but I'm like, how? Y'all only saying that because he tried to take his helmet off, but I'm like, Myles is the one who actually started it. Like, what? Why
are you tackling me in this 10-second left? I'm just throwing the ball just to get it out of my hand. So why you it's 10 seconds left. You have won this game by a huge deficit. Well, what was your purpose of this?
Okay, so and then some people have placed the blame on the Steelers because your job as a defensive line is to protect your quarterback.
True, it is.
This dude got sacked like twice in a row already in this game.
I guess they feel like, we down by like 1,000 points. Might as well just.
But if they did, this probably would not have happened. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
Well, no one was protecting Myles Garrett, so you know he had to.
So we can do a lot of like what would have happened, like and I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Like as a defensive line, you protect your quarterback. That's first and foremost. So I do see that point of view, but like none of that is going. I don't feel like none of that is going to ever outweigh like what Myles Garrett actually.
Of course not.
What he actually did, and his apology that he was giving, he could keep that. In my opinion, it's complete garbage.
So news came out today that pretty much the reason why this happened is because Myles Garrett said that he used a racial slur towards him, which I'm like, dude, okay, it's been a whole week. You just now bringing this up in your appeal? If that was the case,
it's because he's trying to appeal. That's why
he's desperate at this point. I'm like, if that's the point, you should have said this that day of.
And nobody can prove it because like they aren't mic'd, so you can't prove like what
you can't
actually
prove
said.
nothing.
So basically, that's going to be your word against his.
Right.
And so at this point, like your word really means crap because of what you've already accomplished.
So in his appeal, he also brought up the fact that incident happened in 2013 when Antonio Smith took off Richie Incognito's helmet during a game. So I seen it. So he took his helmet off. They were in a scuffle, and then Antonio Smith took his helmet off and swung at him. He didn't hit him, but he swung it at him. So he brought that up in his appeal. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Antonio Smith got he was suspended for 2 preseason games and a regular season game. So that was the point he was getting at as far as the suspension.
No.
But
because if you watch the footage, he swung on him a couple times with the helmet.
Who?
Myles Garrett. What
was the other time he did? I only seen him once.
No, I mean in that particular scuffle. He swung on him and he was throwing punches.
Oh, okay.
So you did a lot in this particular scuffle. I mean, regardless, you trying to bring up this incident from a previous helmet situation, that doesn't matter with what you did.
Dude, you could have killed this dude.
So I really,
you could have killed him.
So him trying to bring this up, it means nothing.
Mason Randolph didn't press charges or whatever, but I'm like, if he would have got hurt, he could have. And the major thing is the fact that this is not your first particular offense this season in bad situations.
So, I mean, listen. I feel like you made this bed and you have to lie in it now. I mean, you can appeal. I doubt they approve your appeal.
No, they didn't.
Oh, well, listen. You gotta.
No, his appeal has been like.
Well, listen. You deal with the consequences of your actions. That's bottom line.
And so the NFL did not find any evidence of Mason Randolph saying any racial slurs. I'm like, you can't prove that. It's like a he say she say.
It's a he say she say. Like basically at this point, like you're trying to say like
unless other teammates heard it, they're gonna defend their teammate. So
it's basically like his word against yours, and your word at this point is basically garbage.
Yeah. So that appeal has been strongly denied.
I bet. I bet. The situation was just utterly disgusting.
Yeah, and Mason Randolph, he feels disgusted at the fact that he's actually accusing him of
something like
saying this. Yeah,
because that can make people cancel you as like want to be on. That's a major accusation.
Yeah. So as far as other players did get suspended from that incident.
I bet it was a big scuffle.
Yeah, so I think it was so it was Marquise Pouncey, who I don't know if you saw, so he was the one that was kicking like when Myles Garrett threw the helmet, he fell on the ground, and then Pouncey was like kicking and punching him. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, so he got like a 3-game suspension for punching and kicking Myles Garrett on the ground. And then you got another Steelers player, Larry, I cannot pronounce his last name for nothing. I think it's like Angu Jobi or whatever.
Okay.
So he received a 1-game suspension for, I don't know if you saw this part, but he pushed Mason Randolph in the back.
Okay.
So he got suspended 1 game for pushing Mason Randolph in the back. And Mason Randolph ended up skating with a fine, like a $35,000 fine, which I feel like he should have been suspended at least a game.
Because like he did try to throw a
punch. And he did try to take his helmet off. Well,
$35,000, that's chump change. That's chump change to him. I just feel like you should not be fighting these games no way because like it stops the game. They gotta watch it carefully and give out suspensions. It's too much. Who has the time? It's
they got us the end of the game, but still.
I mean, regardless, they still have to. They gotta watch playbacks and be like, all right, now who was this player? Was you really in it? Like, what was you actually? It's too much.
I don't know, but I don't feel like So the question is, do you feel like this incident, do you feel like this will be hanging over his head for a long time?
Yep. Because it was trash, yep. I sure do. I do. And I do because of the fact that it's more so because like Mason Rudolph, he was just coming off an injury. So like if you would have hit that man at the right angle with that helmet, you could have
split his head open, you could have hit his temple, you could have
seriously hurt him.
Yeah.
And for what? Because you want to be childish and like you already won the game. Like why? And I get that you played to the last second, but in this case it's a blowout. So for what? So yeah, I think I don't think that he felt that in that moment it was gonna be this big of a deal, but it is.
Yeah.
And so you deal with those consequences. You made this bed, you lie in it.
Yeah, so, I mean, once he does come back, he will have to meet with the commissioner.
Yep, do all of that.
Before he gets reinstated.
Do all of that. So. Yep, do all of that.
It's like some people defending him. Like,
not me.
How?
Not me.
How are y'all defending his actions? Like, I don't get it.
Not
like,
me.
Dude, he could have killed dude.
Not me. Over
dude could have been on the ground bleeding, his bleeding like
internally. Over what? Because you want to be childish? Okay. Whatever. So we're just gonna see like what plays out for him in the future. Like he is suspended this season indefinitely and like the start of next season a little bit. So just gonna have to see what happens to Myles Garrett.
Yeah, we'll update y'all on Instagram, okay?
As always. Before we get out of here, as you all know, I do the Star and Dummy of the Week. But this week, Victoria is going to be implementing a new segment. It's the Quote of the Week.
Yeah, Quote of the Week. So, we are not... So, I was going to say we are not fans of LeBron on the court.
Not at all.
Off the court?
Off the court, he's amazing off the court.
But I'm starting to it's not that I don't respect him.
I
It's
definitely respect his game.
It's just now that Kobe has LeBron
Embraced
has a seal
him
of approval
from Kobe Bean,
from the Mamba.
Yes,
you know,
yes,
now that we got the seal of approval.
I mean, I'm still not here for him wearing purple and gold, but if Kobe is okay with it, I guess I'm okay.
It's all good. So the quote of the week comes from LeBron James.
Okay,
And it goes. I'm just trying to continue the legacy you left behind in the purple and gold. At the same time, make you proud.
Well,
The
time.
king and the snake.
About time.
Got the clap. Got the clap. Yes.
About time.
Yes.
About time. I read that and I thought it was really. I thought it was like from one great player to the next. I thought it was awesome.
I do too. Like yes, and you know what's so funny? Because for some reason I was watching the Olympic Games in when they played together in 2008 and 2012.
Yeah.
Like, man, just imagine if they played on one team together, dog. Like they would have.
I mean, I probably still wouldn't be a fan, but okay. I'm just gonna be honest.
But they
It's
respect
something
each
magical.
other for like years. So like just to see this, like,
Yeah,
I'm good now.
I think it has always been respect there between them two.
Right.
Because Kobe is the Mamba. Kobe is Kobe.
Right.
And LeBron, I hate to say it, he is King James.
He is.
He's a great
slowly
player.
but surely, like.
Listen, I'm still not a fan, but he plays like for my favorite organization, so I have to respect it.
Okay.
And he's getting us
One way
in
to
a
look at it.
position. He's putting us in a position this season to be like what we were in previous seasons, and I'm here for it all.
Okay.
So listen, like for that, you get my respect, and I still like him the most off the court anyway.
Right.
So it is what it is.
Right.
This has been a great episode.
Yeah.
I love
it.
it. It's been pretty great. If you do not, make sure you follow us on the Instagram. Our Instagram page name is WDWKAS Podcast.
Say that slow, please.
WDWKAS Podcast.
And our Twitter is What Do Women Know 1, and that's KNO, the number 1. Make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube. Click on the subscribe button.
Ding.
Click like, notification bell. Y'all know the drill.
Yes. Ding, 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 ding. And the YouTube, it is also WDWKAS Podcast.
Right.
As always, I am Bree Nicole.
And I'm Vicki D.
We will definitely see y'all next week.
Yes, definitely. Okay. No more drought.
No more drought. Peace.